Well, we're all going to go to some sort of barbecue tomorrow, and we want to be on track of what we're going to do. So this is just a little bit of a suggestion of different things that are offered at a barbecue, and you can make your choice and choose wisely when you're there. We're all going to have our favorite dishes that we're going to want to try, but we want to pick and choose which ones we really, really, truly want to have, because there's going to be a lot of choices out there. I bet you're surprised to see me on a Sunday. Today is Sunday, May 27th. Not like Friday, I told you it was the 27th. No, today's the 27th. And I just wanted to get on here today because tomorrow is Memorial Day, and a lot of us are going to be having barbecues or going to picnics, attending parades, all kinds of good stuff we're going to do. But we want to be mindful of what we're doing tomorrow. We don't want to go crazy because we want to stay on track. My quote for this particular particular video is, wherever you are, be there totally. And that just means to have fun. Have fun tomorrow. Don't be like, oh, I'm on a diet, I can't have that. You know, track what you're eating. Have a 0-point breakfast. Have what you want for your barbecue within reason. Don't go crazy, and track it. And if you go over, just get right back on track on Tuesday. Don't say, oh, I blew it on Monday, I might as well wait till next week. No, get right back at it. So what you want to do this at barbecues, these are little helpful tips that you want to do at a barbecue. The first thing you want to do is contribute something that's good for you. Even if you're making all the preparations for yourself, or if you're going to someone's house, bring something. Everybody's going to pick off of a vegetable tray or a fruit tray. There are so many 0-point recipes out there. I'm going to put a link down below to Kate and James. She had a berry crumble that she made and it was simple. It was just with a bag of frozen berries, some cake mix, and some Sprite Zero. And it was a 4-point, I think she said it was 4 points. And it looked delicious. And I do plan on trying it. When I went to the store, they didn't have the sugar-free cake, so I'm going to have to go to Walmart. I don't like going to Walmart, but I'm going to go to Walmart to get the cake because it does look really good. And I have a recipe in my recipe section for a strawberry pie. It's a crustless strawberry pie. It's very good. My family eats it all the time, and they don't really think of it as a diet food. There's so many healthy options out there. If you just went online and looked, you can find a lot of healthy options. Also, you want to pay attention to your portions. It's easy when you're on this for a while, because I'm guilty of this myself, that I think I'm a pretty good eyeballer. Well, sometimes if I was to really measure it out, my eyeball is a little generous, if you know what I mean. So you don't have to bring a measuring cup, but you can use good judgment. You can kind of know, like I said, you can kind of eyeball it. You're on a picnic or a barbecue and you're not going to be exactly on track, but let's be close. You know, like horseshoes, it's close enough is pretty good. You still get a point when you're close enough in horseshoes. Pay attention to your portions. That's like I just said. I repeated myself. It's like Groundhog Day. Fill up on the veggies first. Like I said, everybody eats off of the veggie tray. Everybody says, oh, I don't want any veggies. You know, that's like a bad thing to bring, but everybody eats it. They always do. Don't go crazy on the starchy carbs. They're going to be chips and popcorn and Fritos and Doritos and Cheetos. That's not to say that you can't eat them. But if you really want a potato chip and you think they're only going to have like regular potato chips, bring some baked potato chips. Weight Watchers with Carrie has a recipe for pico sauce with homemade tortillas chips that look pretty good. I'll put that in the link down below too. Check that out because that looked pretty good too. Prioritize your favorite foods. If you love potato salad and you don't have it on a daily basis, but they also have baked beans, and let's say you have baked beans all the time, have the potato salad. You can have the beans whenever you want. Pick something that you don't really get a lot of, that you're not going to make for yourself, and enjoy it. Don't be a martyr. Nobody likes to be around a martyr. You know what? Martyrs get to heaven first, but you know what? I'll get there just as quick. Maybe they might get there a week or two ahead of me, but I'm going to get there too. Also, you want to, when you're finished eating, go play, go talk to people. Don't be snacking. Just get busy doing something else. We're not going to go to a barbecue and not eat. But we don't need to go to a barbecue and just eat. You can have fun too. There's always, somebody's always got like a badminton set or horseshoes, or my family sometimes plays not my immediate family, but Jim's family plays croquet and you know, volleyball. Just if you kick a beach ball around or kick a soccer ball around, you know, there's so many things you can do for exercise. Even if you just say, let's go for a little walk around the block, or, you know, if they got bikes, let's go for a bike ride. I gotta bring my bike up now that I'm thinking about it. This is things you don't want to do when you go to a barbecue. You don't want to go hungry, because if you go hungry, you're going to make poor choices. Don't think to yourself, well, I'm going to go to the barbecue and I know they're going to have potato salad, macaroni salad, and hamburgers and chips and all that, and I'm going to go crazy eating all that. No, have like a low point breakfast. Have an egg, some berries, a cup of tea, a banana, and then you know what? You won't be that hungry. There's so many 0 point things that you can eat before you go to the party that's going to fill you up, especially if it's 0 point proteins. And the proteins is going to fill you up, and it'll help you to make smarter choices. Don't overfill your plate, or don't not use a plate. If you just like take the chip and then dip it in the dip, and then you walk and talk, and then you take that chip and dip it in the dip, and then, you know, you do that all day. Or you pick up a hamburger and you just walk around eating the hamburger, or a hot dog, just walking around eating the hot dog. If you don't have it on a plate, you're not going to be aware of how much you're eating. If it's on a plate and you have visualized how much food you're eating, then you're going to be fine. Don't station yourself near the tempting foods. Like I said, you could be standing by the chip and dip bowl, and as you're talking to somebody, like dipping in the chips and dipping in, you know, like, and not paying any attention to it, and you're not mindful of it. Even if you're sitting at a table and there's a bowl of candy in front of you, try to move the candy away, or you know, like a little bowl of pretzels. Move it away. Put it in front of someone else. Let someone else be tempted by it. If you're going to have alcohol, I don't have alcohol. I know that I'm an alcoholic. I don't drink. I can drink an occasional glass of wine, but I know that if you were to give me some vodka, I don't know how to stop, so I don't even start. So, but people are going to drink alcohol, and just be mindful of how many points are in alcohol. Don't be tempted by the leftovers. If you're having a party, have like containers that you can send home. You can buy those little cheap Glad containers at the grocery store. What I do is I save my cottage cheese containers, and when I get the lunch meat in the little containers, I save those containers. And I just send them home with them, and then they can just throw them away. They don't have to worry about bringing them back. A lot of times people don't want to take leftovers because they go, now I got to bring your container back. And then I was brought up with, when you bring a container back to somebody, you always have to have something in it, you know, because you're just paying them back. And then some people, like my age, would say, well, you know, I don't really want to take a container because then I got to make something and bring it back to them. No, just put it in a container, like a cottage cheese container or sour cream container, something like that, that they can just throw away. And they're easy to store in your cupboard. And remember, you're going to only allow yourself a worthy dessert. Don't eat a dessert just because a dessert is sitting there. Eat it because it's something you really want. It's something you're really going to savor, and something you're really going to enjoy, and something that you're not going to regret afterwards. It's just, I'm not a big fan of apple pie, but I'll eat a piece of apple pie. Well, that's not, why? If I'm not a big fan of apple pie, why am I eating it? That's the point I'm trying to make. Keep your portions small and savor every bite. If you really take the time to think, I'm putting a bite of potato salad in my mouth, and taste it. I'm putting a bite of macaroni salad in my mouth, and taste it. You're going to be amazed at the flavors that you've missed, and how much you enjoy them. How many of us just eat, like we put our plate, oh, I'm going to have all of these are my favorites. I'm going to have it, like Thanksgiving. You put all of your favorites on your plate, and you sit down and you eat it, and you're just so consumed with eating it that you're really not thinking about what you're eating, so you're really not really enjoying it, like you should. Or you want to be mindful. So when mindfulness has been shown to improve your self-esteem, making adapting healthy behaviors more likely, and it also boosts your weight loss and your maintenance plan. That a lot of times you're not going to lose weight every week, but you're going to have the non-scale victory of knowing you feel so much better and you look so much better and you're moving so much more. You're sleeping better at night. You've got everything going for you. And you're just mindful of that, and it helps you out in the long run. Also, it helps you to recognize changes you've made off of the scale. And the non-scale victories are due to healthy habits which we formed along our journey. And I've told you this. I know now that I'm going to have a bag of nuts or something for a snack. I know that I always didn't want to have the nuts because I thought, oh my gosh, they're so high in protein or calories, and they're so salty, and I just don't want that. But then I would eat a piece of cake or something, and like that had sugar. So it's just, you have to be aware and recognize some of the changes that you made. I eat more fruit. I eat too much fruit, to be honest with you. I know I eat too much fruit. And I'm trying to incorporate more vegetables in my life. I love vegetables, but I don't know why I don't incorporate them in my daily life. But I'm working on that, and I'm, like I said, work in progress. And I'm enjoying this journey. I'm learning so much about myself. I'm learning good things to do. I'm learning bad things to avoid. I'm learning things that I know that aren't going to help me in the long run. And I'm really happy of how far I've come. And I have no doubts that I'm going to succeed. I know it's going to take me a while. My goal is to hit my goal by the time I'm 70. So that gives me 2 years. I haven't set an unrealistic goal. I have to lose 60 pounds in 2 years. I can do that. I lost 35 pounds last year in the whole year. Not a great thing, but like people always say, I'm too old to lose weight. Well, that's proof that, you're never too old to lose weight. When you get older, it's harder to lose weight. There's no doubt about it. Your metabolism slows down, and you got to do different things to boost your metabolism. And you really don't eat as much, I don't think, but you still don't make healthy choices if you're not mindful of what you're doing. But so anyway, I hope everybody has a happy Memorial Day, and they stay healthy with their eating. Remember all of our brave men and women who've served in the past in the service for us, for our country, and who's serving right now. And just thank somebody if you see them. Give them, thank you for your service. I say that all the time. If I see a veteran, I go out of my way to say thank you, because I enjoy my life because of them, because of the sacrifices they've made in their life. And their families. Their families make tremendous sacrifices too. And we have to remember that. It's not just the soldier or the sailor that's in the service. It's the family too, because the family supports the person that's gone. And it's just, you need to thank them for their service too, because trust me, they're giving a service too. They're giving part of their life for you too. They're giving up their loved one to protect you. So happy Memorial Day.